The Family Advocacy decided to take on the Thanks for Asking campaign. Other installations may recognize it as the Black Eye campaign. And the reason why we did that is we wanted to conduct a social experiment here in JBER to see where we're at in terms of domestic violence and people asking, or people looking at any suspicious activity and maybe asking them what's going on, how are things going for you. We had folks from the Army side, we had folks from the Air Force side, and we had them come down, meet early, and get moulage. Those injuries could be anywhere from a bruise to a cut. We even had some folks that had an iron burn and other types of things that were visible that anybody looking by would notice.
This morning, as I was exiting building 600 down the main hallway, there was a older female walking in, and she kind of looked at me, like acknowledging me, and then kind of glanced off and looked back real quick, like she had just noticed my face. And as soon as she noticed my face, she went like this and was pretending to be preoccupied with something further more interesting on the wall, and went completely around me. Went out of her way to ignore me, basically.
One of the male members in my shop, he told me, and it's really shocked me, he said, well, I figured that since you were in a same-sex marriage, that it wouldn't be domestic violence. And it kind of threw me for a loop because I don't understand why it would be any different, you know, so.
Well, most of the people in my shop definitely said something, and it was mostly along the lines of, oh, who won between the fight, or man, what did you do to your eye? Did you trip and fall on a doorknob or something? It wasn't necessarily like, hey, are you okay? Is everything all right? It was mostly like, dude, nice shiner, what's going on? And for a little while, it almost felt like, I don't know, I had this nasty, like, transfiguration on my face, and I almost wanted to hide it from people from seeing it and bringing it up. It was weird. It was almost embarrassing at some points.
It's amazing how everybody would look at me, but they wouldn't say anything. They would just look at me, and they would ask my sergeants. They wouldn't ask me necessarily, but they would definitely stare at me.
Some of the trends that we saw was that people were hesitant to ask women. Also, rank seemed to play an impact on people asking. So we've seen a lot of avoidance when it comes to women, people of rank, those that are lower rank not wanting or feel comfortable asking of a higher rank. So the bottom line here is that we need to get comfortable. We need to get comfortable with the term domestic violence. We need to create an atmosphere. We need everybody in the installation, whether you're a contractor, GS, high rank, low rank, to be comfortable and make it a norm here on the installation to ensure that everybody is getting involved in asking people, how are you doing? Are you okay? And make it a norm.